With March the 7th coming very, very fast, this Friday could be a big deal for crypto and for XRP. In fact, Brad Garlinghouse on the list of people to attend the White House with Donald Trump, and there is some more bullish news coming from XRP. But did the SEC case get thrown out? Everyone on YouTube is telling you it did. Well, guess what? I have got the facts in this video, so make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're the only channel bringing you the latest, greatest, best and most up-to-date news when it comes to XRP, altcoins, meme coins, and everything else. Guess what? We live stream 6 days a week, 4 p.m. Eastern, so you guys can get absolutely up-to-date and on the money in these crazy market terms. However, let's get into this one because it's pretty epic. So, as you can see here, and allegedly this is the list. Now, you have to kind of take some of this stuff with a pinch of salt, and it's a bit grainy, but we know Michael Saylor has confirmed, as well as Brian Armstrong. We also have Brad Garlinghouse going to be there as well from Ripple, as well as many other people. Between 20 and 25 people will be attending this. There's some very interesting people in there. Anatoly Yelemenko is going to be there. Vitalik, allegedly. We've also got Mark Anderson, Paul Atkins, the SEC chair, could be there as well. One of the Winklevoss twins could be there. Many others in this space. Kathy Woodbury would be an interesting one. Charles Hodgkinson. Imagine Charles Hodgkinson and ultimately Brad Garlinghouse just chilling on the same table. Could be very, very interesting. So this could be a big deal. Okay. Everyone, like we said, is talking about this big crypto summit that's coming up. And we know that Brad Garlinghouse has been a pivotal part, we believe, in this administration and its cryptocurrency stance. Brad Garlinghouse scheduled to appear at the White House Crypto Summit. And the recent proposal to establish a US strategic cryptocurrency reserve has brought a surge in the market. We'll take a look at all the market prices in just a minute. But the reality here is that if you believe that Brad Garlinghouse is going to be part of this council, you have to believe in the sentiment that he's had something to do with this reserve. Rumor mills have been going for a while now that he's been lobbying for it to not just be Bitcoin. The opportunity is that it could be something else. And we know that XRP is in there. Now, this opens up a couple of doors. It opens up the fact that, well, ultimately the SEC case has to get thrown out. It also opens up the doors of the fact that we're going to see some ETFs come very, very soon. But this is all very, very bullish news. But what else does it mean? Well, look, after he did announce it, what's going to happen? It's on the mind of everyone. And I guess this Friday and probably last night in terms of the address of the communion, which, you know, was kind of okay. I think it's going to be very interesting. A specific crypto summit in the White House could lead to a number of different things. We could get more announcements around strategic reserves. We could get certainly a 0% income tax on US-based companies. That would be Ripple as well. But analysts are suggesting that Trump's supports could regularly concern and strengthen applications for ETFs, which we've talked about, including XRP. Also, don't forget, there is a number of regulatory concerns that still sit with there, but more importantly, these are being tested and worked through with the SEC. So this continues to be very good news. We assume some sort of bill needs to pass Congress, and in my view, it's very unlikely that the reserve will look exactly as proposed. And this could be why we're going to still see people like Charles Hodgkinson and also Brad Garlinghouse being involved with Trump. They want to make sure that these coins are in there, and rightly so. You know, they're US-based companies. I think this is really, really important to think about. So I think we'll keep an eye very close to what's going on with it. Clearly, there is some excitement. There is definitely some movement in terms of charts and pricing. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in terms of the Ripple escrow, what they unlock, what they don't unlock, how all this plays out when you almost have a presidential view coming in as well. Now, let's talk about the SEC case. I was wrong. I'll admit it. I don't mind admitting when I was wrong. I truly thought this would be thrown out today. Now, we did get a couple of further announcements from the SEC, but not specifically relating to XRP. However, everyone seems to be telling you that it's over. The reality is, as it stands at the minute, we haven't had any official confirmation, but there are news stories and articles going around, as well as YouTubers saying that this has been done. Until we get an official statement, like we've done with many others, Yuga Labs, as well as Kraken, Gemini, and many more, then it's hard to be in a world where we think this is going to be true. Now, I absolutely believe this to be the case, by the way, but many people, unfortunately, are waiting to see what happens. We know that the Coinbase one got thrown out, excuse me, and many, many more. Now, the difference here, though, is that there is $125 million on the table, and that's a chunk of change when it comes to it. So this may be just something they're having to work through, whether they want to pay it, don't pay it, etc. But there was a quote here, very interestingly, saying, particularly true if Ripple is considering a future exempt securities offering or IPO, I believe the SEC would have to accept a settlement where both sides dismiss their appeals and the SEC takes $125 million penalty in a heartbeat. And this is important. If we want to go down the route of an IPO or even making it a legitimate offering in terms of maybe stocks, shares, or whatever, then the SEC will have to be involved. They've got to play this case easy, and more importantly, they've got to play it sensibly. Now, it'd be easier to say, well, just get out of there, don't pay anything. The longer term viability is a critical thing as we walk through this. And if we want Ripple to truly be a juggernaut in the space, well, it's important, therefore, to just make sure we have that dialed in. So keep close to it. We could see something this week. I did say I thought it maybe wouldn't be next week after everything that's been announced. So anyway, what's going on with the price? Look, we had a decent day yesterday. You can see the nice middle groove on the green candle. Obviously, on the back of that crazy 24 to 48 hours of volatility, we did see significant decline. A number of different cryptocurrencies are having a decent rally. Bitcoin hovering in and around the $87,000 to $88,500 range. So definitely a few days to go. We'll see how this all plays out. Bullish still on XRP, as many others seem to fade. I think we've got a lot of opportunity coming, but Friday the 7th, watch out. I think this could be another big deal. Lots of people think Trump might dump the market. We're going to stay very, very close to it for sure. So let me know what you think of all of this in the comments. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date with everything going on with XRP. Share this video far and wide. Let people into our community. We'd love you all to be a part of it. So do hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.